on the mailman comes to drop off something. Here we go. Damn, they gonna knock on the door too. Ain't this a
Listen, just got a quick video for you. I want to make you aware of something. I recently held a.
What's up, guys? Hey, we finna get it jumping today.
And as soon as I hit the button, man, the mailman knocked on the door.
Yeah.
Really?
So we're gonna be talking about lease option, guys. I hope everybody, especially to the people who've been tuning in all the time, who's been with us, the family who's been with us this whole time. I want to hear some deals in the pipeline. I want to hear some action being taken. It's 2019, baby. We need some deals closed so we can get that energy jumping and get some of you guys on this channel to interview you.
Yeah.
Let's get some deals closed. Let us know how we can help you get some deals closed. Let's partner on some deals. Let's make some money. 2019, baby. Let's make some money. Woo!
Greetings, class. Greetings, class. Greetings. Yes, Jerry, what's going on? What's up? What's up? Ross L. Ashley. Hey, welcome. Welcome to our training. Wow, this thing is jumping. We are just so blessed to be able to pour. We're just gonna pour into you, Eddie. All we're doing here is serving for the free. We're serving. Now, from time to time, class, we will have classes. This Friday, we're having a class, a ringless voice blast class, because we do so much crap for free. I feel that we have earned the right to send out in the universe to charge for a small fee for Eddie's time. Thank you, Eddie, for hanging out with me. But we're gonna do a class, Eddie. Very briefly, I talked earlier, Eddie. Friday night, 7 o'clock. Are we available? Are you available to do that ringless voice blast class?
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about that, Eddie. What are we going to train on Friday? We're going to do lease options for free because I've got over 400 videos for free. Tell them about this ringless voice blast. It's just genius.
Well, the ringless voice blast. You see, some of you guys are just doing. You getting frustrated. I know you're getting frustrated. You calling the Zillow ads. You're calling the Craigslist ads. Guess what? Everybody else calling too. So my thing is, why waste your time doing those one call here, two call here, making you frustrated? Well, you can get all of the numbers, put them in the system. First, you got to buy your list, get all the numbers, put it in the system, record a voice message, and press play. You can reach 1,000 people in probably 5 to 10 minutes. Now, can you do that on the phone by yourself? Reach 1,000 people in 10 minutes? No. So you let that ringless voice blast go, boom. It's gonna look like on your phone that I just gave you a call, but I didn't call you. But you'll see a voice message. So you check your message. You're gonna hear my voice. Hey, this Eddie. I'm looking to buy a house in your area. Please give me a call if your home is available. Boom. They call back.
You're gonna be able to give them the scripts. You got a script that you're gonna get them to Eddie on Friday.
Right. You have a script also, and you'll see how we're gonna upload it in the system, and this how we let it go. How the phone start to ring.
How about the list with the phone numbers? Are you going to be able to show our family members how to obtain that list too?
Right.
Wow.
And you know what? We may throw in some email marketing in there also. If we have time, we may throw in the email marketing also.
7 o'clock Friday class. I'm going to do, as always, my family members that want to sign up early today only. It's going to be under $100, and the link is going to be in the description of the video here. Under $100, you know, invest in yourself, invest in your future. Eddie and I do a lot of stuff on here for free for you because we are already investing in you But invest in your future. Eddie, how much do you think you have spent on your education, brother, if you had to put a dollar amount on it?
I said 100,000 in counting.
And counting.
Because I plan, to go to a couple of commercial seminars this year.
Yeah.
Tighten up on that commercial, and different seminars.
Yeah.
Got to, man. That's the only way you're gonna get better, guys. Because you had all the answers, guess what? You have what you want. So you gotta get the information so you can grow. But not only get the information, you gotta use it.
Use it. Yeah.
There's a lot of people get the information. Like in the normal seminar ratio is 10% of people that attend a seminar are going to actually go out and do something. So be a part of that 10% and go out there and do something with the information.
Yeah.
Because you got some valuable information. And if you just take this information and all these videos Chris got and I got, you can do deals without a coach.
Yep. Yeah.
But everybody's different. Some people need coaches. I still hire coaches.
Me too.
So
me too.
You can always get better, guys. But invest in yourself. Let's make some money.
My thing is, Tiger Woods got a coach. Michael Jordan had a coach. Kobe. These fools got coaches, dog. And even Eddie, I consider you one of my. I can get Eddie on the phone. I'm like, but Eddie's not talking to everybody. $1 million guy is not going to hang out with a $20,000 guy. They got different conversations going on, class.
Yeah. That.
They just can't relate.
Right.
So get some people around you, if you just pay them, shit, I pay people around me. All right, let's do this. So class, if you want to join the Ringless Voice Blast Masterclass is going to be Friday, 7 o'clock. The link to join up is going to be, you're going to have a 40% discount today only. The link in the description. Come on, hang out with us Friday. Eddie's going to be dropping some wisdom, as he always does for me. Eddie, thank you, brother. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, brother Chris.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay, let's do this, brother. Eddie, I like doing lease options with you, class. If you have questions, make sure you put them in the chat box over there on the side. Make sure you put your name and your city. Smash the thumbs up button. Pray for Eddie and I, because I promise you, this ain't easy. Eddie's doing stuff, being dad, husband, investor, and you're a dog sitter too, right? You got to watch the dog.
Yeah, dog sitter. Hey. The party don't stop. I had to go down to my daughter college last night about 10 o'clock and take her some different things, items and stuff. But the party don't stop. And I stay about 40 minutes away from the city, so had a nice little journey. Party don't stop, brother Chris.
Yeah, we do this class because we love you. We want to see you succeed. We don't have to be here. We are thankful that you give us the opportunity to serve. But Eddie, we both of us are running crazy. I promise you, driving around, looking at houses. I looked at a foreclosure yesterday, Eddie. Foreclosure is on Friday. I'll do another training for that one. But
I like the
class.
I'm sorry. I like the video you did going to the courthouse too with the bankruptcy.
Oh yeah. That's what we do, Eddie. We stop foreclosures. Absolutely, brother. Maybe we could do a training on that too.
That was nice.
All right, let's do this. Smash the thumbs up button, class, and let's get into lease options. I like talking lease options with you, brother Eddie, because we have similar philosophies, but we have different strategies. Just like the NFL, every team has a winning strategy for every coach has a winning strategy for their team, right?
Right.
So you're the coach for your team. I like ugly house lease options, and you kind of more into the pretty house lease options. Is that correct?
Right. But I didn't even think about the ugly house lease option. So you really helped me with that, brother Chris.
Yeah, that's why I like talking to you, because you have a different vantage point, if you will. So let's get over the pre-house stuff, Eddie. Let's get it started. So basically, in a nutshell, break it down for our viewers. Pretty house stuff, no equity, with equity. Hit it.
Well, pretty house, let's say with equity. We're doing just a lease option, wholesale lease option, sandwich lease option, or what? Or both?
Well, I'm talking about, usually I wanted to talk to the class about no equity because of the majority of consultations and coaching sessions that I'm getting. It's not houses that are just sitting around with a bunch of equity, Eddie.
Right.
Typically. Is that what you see? Typically.
Yeah. But the only thing we do is just mark it up on the back end.
Well, people don't know what the heck market up on the back end is, my brother. We got to go over that.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, so you're looking at your leads, and you got a lead comes in. There's no equity. The cash flow is so, but we can still get paid. Just give us a snapshot of what one of yours look like.
Okay, so for example, we have a house, 200,000, worth 200,000. They owe about 195 on the property. Well, we will still put that property under contract. And if we're talking wholesale lease option, where we get out the deal, then we're just looking to get a fee. We're the middleman. We're gonna get the fee and get out.
So the first one is wholesale lease option.
Right.
Wholesale lease option. All right, you want to break that one down real quick for our family members that don't understand most people, generally speaking, Eddie, when they see wholesale, they're thinking high equity. They're going to get it under contract for 50, wholesale it for 60, get 10,000, and then gone. Generally speaking, right?
Right.
All right. So break down your lease option. How are we going to wholesale a lease option?
Right. So we're talking in the pretty house business, guys.
Yeah. So pretty houses first. We'll get a pretty house and I'll go over the ugly stuff. That's my favorite.
Okay. So let's put 200,000 on the board, brother Chris.
All right. So the house is ARV or what they owe?
ARV.
ARV. All right. That's what it's worth.
So ARV, that's the value, guys. That's what it's worth. Now they owe 195 on it.
Okay.
Okay. So now, just say the payment on it is $1,500.
The payment on this 195.
Yeah. That may be too high.
Say the payment's what, 1,400?
Yeah, about 14. 14.
This is such a typical deal, dog. I mean, this is like every day.
And this is perfect, guys. Now, to an investor who don't know how to be a transaction engineer, this look like a piece of crap. Throw it away.
Throw it away. Put it in trash, right?
Right. But to some guys like me and Chris,
Tell us what a transaction engineer does, Eddie.
A transaction engineer make money no matter what. Long as it's a motivated seller, hey, it's a done deal. We're able to make that transaction happen. You gotta have a motivated seller. You can't make a seller motivated. You gotta have a motivated seller. Mm-hmm. And we make checks out of them. So
all right. Go ahead.
So to average just a wholesaler, a normal wholesaler, this is not a deal. To us, it's a deal. Is what we're gonna do. And just say the seller want 1,400. Down payment 1,400. Security deposit.
They want a security deposit. They don't want no down payment, or do they?
No, they want a security deposit.
That's right.
But we can put down payment because it's gonna be non-refundable anyway.
Okay.
To them.
So seller wants, in an ideal, I mean, typically they want 1 month's rent.
Yeah. So that's 2,800. We in at 2,800.
Why say 2,800?
Because we gotta give them first month 1,400 and a down payment 1,400.
All right, class. I just want to make sure my family members understood that. Your seller wants, typically your seller, he don't know nothing about a lease option. So you're going to give him 1,400 times 2, first month's rent and security deposit. Got it.
Right. So now that's $2,800, guys. We got to give him. So now we go find a tenant buyer, somebody who's looking to live in this home, who maybe have a little credit issues, or they may have a high debt to income ratio. We locate these buyers, and we're in on a lease purchase, so we can only sell on a lease purchase. We're in on a lease purchase, and we can only sublease on a lease purchase. So we sublease this property Now we're looking for. We got to give this seller $1,400, right?
Mm-hmm.
The minimum we're looking for on this property is 5% down. So if you want this house, you better have 10 racks, baby. I mean 10 big ones.
That's
Do
gonna
not
be
take it. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
that's 20%. Go ahead. Yeah. No, that's 5% of your sales price. What is your sales price, Eddie?
Oh, brother Chris. Now I'm being so kind to these nice people. So I'm making it easy for you. The qualifications are very slim. I make it so easy. Hey, even a caveman can move in.
Tell my family members, the people that you're dealing with, they've already tried to qualify for a loan. Tell us what they've already been through by the time they get to you, Eddie.
Oh, they tired, man. The banks done told them, hey, get this stepping. Hey, they tired, man. They tried everything. They keep trying to fix their credit. Something happened. Something happened. Look, right now, I just want a house. I want something nice for me and my family. Hey, we provide that service.
Yes.
What's the saying, Chris, brother Chris?
We have a motto, our mission with the lease option is going to be we provide home ownership for people that can't necessarily go out and get a loan. We mastered this phrase, class. Master it. I didn't create it. I got it from my boy Lonnie Scruggs, RIP. We provide home ownership for people that can't necessarily go out and get a loan. When you say that to people, man, they're going to be like, where do I sign? Where do I sign?
I like that. I'm writing down that knowledge, brother Chris. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm getting this one too. So they've already been beat up, shot, stabbed, raked over the coals from the mortgage lenders trying to get them qualified, and they are. Tell me about their posture when you meet them.
Well, that's some of them now. That's not everybody necessarily. Some people credit just shot and they got money. They got inheritance money. Somebody died, left them money. They got lawsuit money. They have money they've been saving. They may have had foreclosure a couple of years back. They've been saving up to get another home. And you just provided a nice opportunity for them to get into a house, a home of their dream. Easy qualification. We don't care about bad credit, none of that.
Okay, so bad credit is okay.
Okay, baby. Okay.
This line here is going to have your phone. I mean, shit, you won't even be able to. You won't even be able to take the phone calls with that.
That's the number one. That's one of the number one jewels. Have that phone ringing off the chain.
Anything else you want to tell my family members that you allow for your tenant buyers?
No bank needed. And this for the people who the bank told no. So they see this, oh heck yeah. Screw them freaking banks, man. They do make you do a lot, man, to get a loan for real, man. You just gotta do so much, and they already raking you over the coals because you're gonna pay 3 times as much. Damn, I gotta kiss your ass this bad, and then you still gonna put it in me? Dang, shit. Well, no way. They gonna draw blood for that loan, man, and then they just rape you.
How about tax returns, Eddie? Do you want to see the tax returns when they do an application for you?
I'll check. We just ask for 1 year. We don't get. We ask for 1 year.
You do look at tax returns.
Yeah, it depends on the down payment.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I like to know.
I'm just joking. Yeah, we do 1 year tax return.
How about bank statements?
Oh no, we do proof of income. We got to see like your income, how it's coming in, and rental verification.
I just put your job is your credit.
And we want to see the proof of funds also. And another thing, we do not take the house off the market until it's sold. I don't care if you put your money down because we've had transactions where people had put money down and they say they was gonna buy, something happened, and hey, Now you took the house off the market. Now you got to wait another week or two to find a buyer.
I had
So
people would walk away from $1,000, $2,000 month to Eddie.
yeah,
They just give it away.
because they know you got to make sure you let them know it's non-refundable. It's non-refundable. You put this money down. Well, nobody don't
Nice.
have time to waste, man. You take your property out the market. Now you in trouble.
All right. So how we getting paid, Eddie? Let me get you wrapped up. Wholesale lease option.
So we're gonna have 5% down.
5% down of what is your asking price?
We're gonna raise it up to probably about 210, 215. And you also want to check your market and see the rate, how is it going up per year. That'll give you a good idea how you can mark it up. You still can mark it up higher because you're giving people easy qualification, so they gotta pay for that. Just a little interest.
Man, I don't think they. I yet to sell have somebody tell me, "You selling it to me for that much?" They don't even care.
I don't give a crap, man. You got a house. That's different when you've been living in an apartment 2-3 years, man. You tired of living in an apartment, no peace. Man, no, man. You getting this nice, pretty house for only $10,000. I know in my area, $200,000 a nice house.
Yeah. Oh, way. Yeah, absolutely. Where you at?
Shit. And you know your wife may have been on your butt all night looking for a house. You know that wife put some pressure on you. You better get the move.
All right. So, but 5% of that is going to be roughly. I'm just going to do at roughly 10,000.
Right.
That's going to be your down payment you get from your tenant buyer.
Right.
DP. DP from tenant buyer.
Right. And another thing, guys, check your state. Now, when you're doing a lease purchase, you always got to check with your state because some states are landlord friendly and some states are investor friendly. And the difference is the investor friendly states, you only got a certain amount of time to miss them payments of your ass out of here. And the tenant friendly states, you can miss as many payments you want, almost. I know New York, I think they can miss 5 or 6 months.
Okay, you said invest. You said landlord or investor. Are you saying landlord and tenant? Is that what we're saying?
Oh crap, yeah. Landlord, I'm sorry.
Landlord. Okay, all right.
Landlord
Landlord.
and tenant, guys. I'm sorry,
Gotcha.
landlord and tenant friendly. Tenant friendly and landlord friendly. So know which state, know how your state operates. I know in Georgia, you miss one payment and you're renting a property, we can file for eviction.
What is your? Tell me about your pay or quit. We got a 5-day notice here. I know Indiana's 10. How many days do you have to do your pay or quit down there?
About 5, I think.
5 days. Okay. We're gonna get to questions. Oh man, look at that. Monroe gave us a love offering. Monroe, what up,
Yeah.
dog?
What's up, Chris? My boy will be down next week. Hey, let's do the numbers now. Let's get to the money, brother Chris.
I gotta get
Let's
okay.
break it down, baby. Put that 10,000, them 10 racks. Woo!
So we
10,000.
got
We got
10.
subtract from 2,800.
All right, 10,000 minus 2,800. What's that gonna be? 7,200.
72. 7,200, guys. You just made $7,200. And guess what? Ask me how much earnest money you had to put up. Zero. No earnest money like when you wholesale. Even though I teach you how to wholesale just $10 down. But no earnest money, period. They just sign a lease option memo. Hey, you go find a tenant buyer, you make $7,200. If you got a motivated seller in a vacant property, come on, man. You had that check in a matter of days.
Yeah.
In a matter of days, a motivated seller, the house is already vacant, the owner moved out. You put it on the market, and boy, we know how to get that phone ringing. Put it on the market, the house gone in a week or two. You done made $7,200. You probably had about 2 or 3 hours in the deal. Now you divide that by 3. 3 hours, 7,200. You get paid more than an attorney, man.
That's right.
Guys.
I like the fact here that we're not concerned about, as with a sandwich lease, we're not concerned about our monthly cash flow, Eddie. We don't even care about it.
Yeah, you out. You out of there. But I like to stay in as many as possible.
Well, we'll get to that's another training for the sandwich lease, but we're talking about wholesaling.
Oh, yeah.
So when you say wholesale, go ahead, Eddie.
Wholesale and lease options. So, guys, you don't have hey, you in and out like you at Quick Trip, in and out. $7,200. All you need is a motivated seller, man. You make, and now this lead right here, if you're a regular wholesaler, you would have threw this in the trash, man. Stop throwing that money away, guys. Send them deals to me and Chris. We'll execute them and we'll get paid.
You're gonna have to have your documents right, class. This is an advanced strat. Well, this is semi-advanced, right, Eddie?
Yeah.
Semi-advanced.
Because the only thing really going on around here, a lot of people doing is just talking about wholesaling anyway, rehab. Wholesale and rehab, the hottest topics right now. So, hey, guys, let's get paid.
Semi-advanced strategy. You will have to have your documentation. And Eddie, I'm going to pray that we'll have Eddie's course ready within the next 2 weeks, that we'll have all these docs ready for them to go over. Correct, Eddie?
Right, yeah. So, guys, we're coming out in a couple more days. It's called the Ultimate Pretty House and Ugly House Wholesaling Blueprint. So it's going to have wholesaling ugly houses, wholesaling pretty houses, and I'm adding a bonus sandwich lease option. Sandwich lease option is just like wholesaling lease option. The only difference is you're staying in the middle. So just like Brother Chris, on here we got that $1,400 monthly payment. We will be staying in this deal, and we will mark that $1,400 up to market rate, but a little higher. This said market rate is $1,600. So that spread between $1,400 and $1,600, that's $200. So we will mark that up to, just say market rate is $1,600 over there. We'll mark it up to about $1,650, $1,700, see what we can get. And then, we'll lower it, and it's negotiable. As long as we got some profit in the middle, it's negotiable. But we're going to start off a little high and adjust our numbers accordingly. If you see you're having a problem with the monthly payment, then you may want to adjust down a little bit until you get that right sweet spot.
Yeah, Williams has a good question. I know she's watching. She wants to talk about how you're linking up. Well, let me see, Williams, if you're coming out of the deal on the wholesale between the seller and the tenant buyer, or is it held between the seller and the tenant buyer, or us and the tenant buyer, Eddie, on the wholesale side?
Say that the earnest money?
No, she wants to know if you're coming out of it, wholesaling it, is the lease held between us and the tenant buyer, or the seller and the tenant buyer?
The seller and the tenant buyer. And the seller can use whatever agreement he has, or the agreement that we provide. So we give them that option. We give them our agreement also.
You just get the check, literally, and passing that agreement over and let them step in. They turn into you, correct?
Right. They take on all the responsibility with the tenant buyer. We just provided the service.
Yes. Chris Monroe, you're a monster, man. We should go move into that house, Chris. All right. So we got wholesale pretty lease. You we done with this one, Eddie?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Hey y'all, get you some black seed oil. I'm kind of a health fanatic, man. My mom had cancer and she beat it. So guys, get you some black seed oil. It's very good. It's Google black seed oil, 101 benefits. Hey,
Yeah.
bless yourself. All right.
Tell me about that. I gotta do. I'm doing I'm doing my fasting every day. I'm not eating till after 4. Really helps me with my weight.
I know, man. You're doing an intermediate fasting.
Intermittent fasting, absolutely, man. That stuff.
Man, that works, man. I gotta get back on it, but it was working. I did it for about 3 weeks straight.
Eddie, man, you can just feel your body just going like, it's like,
yeah. So we really overeat, man. As people, we don't have to have all that dang on food, man. We just eat.
We don't, Eddie. We don't, Eddie. You know what? I think just for my class, we'll get back to the real estate. We should all practice the art of eating less. Evan Pagan says it, man. I mean, why we don't need 3 meals a day? You don't need all that food.
Man, I seen a guy on YouTube, man. This guy, oh my God, brother Chris, he eat 1 time a day. And then his meal is so interesting, I may say. Man, boy, I'm like, wow.
Nice. All right, let's do this so we can get some quick questions. So now on the ugly side, Eddie, you want to ask me some questions on that, or how you want me to do that?
Yeah, brother Chris. So what's your typical ugly house deal? Lease purchase.
Ugly house deals. I'm glad you asked. Typically, they're going to be around $30,000 to $40,000.
Okay.
Do you have that price range in Atlanta?
Well, I said probably about 60, 70. It's about, you can find some junkers about 60, 70. Some 40, it depends now. You can, if you go out like outside the city, you can find something about 40, 50.
Well, at the end of the day, these properties, you're either going to have to pay cash. The ones that, well, how I have done them, either you have to pay cash, or you can use hard money if you convert it to a 5 to 7 year term. Usually, the hard money will do 5 to 7 years term.
Really?
I've seen them do it for me.
Wow.
Or private lenders. So we're paying, let's say, between 30 and 50. Now, I'm sure you can get them not in your immediate area, but I have seen houses that cheap down in your not in your immediate, but around you, brother.
Yeah, around. Yeah, outside the city, you can catch some good ones like that.
So you're
And I
paying.
understand them, but I haven't used this strategy yet, Chris.
Yeah. You know what? Anyway, yeah, man. You know what? You learn, you live and learn, Eddie. I got sick and tired of doing. For me, I got tired of just doing regular rental properties and feeling like I'm going to Las Vegas every month. So
Yeah.
typically, your payment's between 500 and 600, and we rent them out. Our tenant buyers between 780 and 850.
You say the hard money lenders do 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, they'll amortize it. Yeah. No,
Amortize.
they'll do 5 to 7 years. 5 to 7 years. It's gonna get your payment right around this.
What's your credit score normally have to be with this, Chris?
Huh?
For you to get hard money, if you went hard money route, what would your credit score have to look like?
There is no credit involved. It's based on the asset.
Oh wow. Okay.
But typically,
okay, yeah. So they'll give you the money to pay the seller off.
oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You're in. Typically, how mine looks like, Eddie, I'm usually buying them cash, though, you know?
Right.
I'm buying them because, anyway, we want maximum cash flow as I get older. Cash flow is king. Cash flow is king.
It's king, baby, all day.
We got to do your next one, Eddie. We could do, you interview me tomorrow. We go over the cash flow quadrant, brother. Let's put that on the books for tomorrow, brother, on your channel.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do that. If you have to get financing, this is where you need to be. We're not really worried about cash, a lot of cash flow. If you have to get financing, if you have the cash to buy it, then you get all the cash flow. But the thing we're looking for is your down payment. Oops. You have no idea how hard it is to write on this thing.
And it's cold up there today, Chris.
Yeah, it's supposed to snow on Sunday. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm doing a class. Matter of fact, Eddie, I'm glad you asked me. I'm doing a class on my final renovation. We just finished another renovation. I'll be doing it this Saturday at 10 o'clock. And just email me, class, if you want to come to this one. Let me put my email address in here. Class, if you want to come to my renovation walkthrough, Chris buys houses at Gmail. We invite everybody out to take a look at the construction so you can learn what construction materials we're using, and how we renovate properties from start to finish. And we'll be doing it this Saturday at 10 o'clock. It's going to be, what is that? January 19th. January 19th. And it's going to be in Chesapeake, Virginia.
Yeah, that'll be perfect, guys. Especially if you want to do some rehabs. You don't want to get stuck in just one strategy real estate. Yeah, you want to do some rehabs, you want to do some wholesale lease options, have the multiple income streams.
Your toolbox, dude. If your toolbox is whack, man, you're gonna be whack.
Right.
So the down payment we usually get, Eddie, is between $3,000 to $5,000.
Okay, now what you got to give your hard money down if you use hard money? But
Well, he's financing all of it. So what we usually do is once we get this $3,000 to $5,000, we're paying down the lender. That's gonna cut your loan time down some. Make sure my wife's not calling. I'm sorry. But yeah, usually a hard money guy, he's gonna finance this whole thing because he knows he's getting to this deal for cash flow. Usually hard money guys, typically they loan money to people that are gonna flip. But when they do something like this and they see you got experience in managing cash flow with your tenant buyers, they will finance you 100%, man. I see it. Matter of fact, I lived it. I lived it. So,
yeah.
But in my situation, I'm usually buying them for cash, so I don't worry about the lender. So we're getting the whole down payment, and we're getting this whole coming in right here. But the kicker is, Eddie, I'm not doing any repairs, brother.
Yeah, they're doing all the work. Now, who's typically your buyer, brother Chris?
My buyer is somebody that is a tradesman, Eddie. A tradesman.
Would you say you got a market for that?
Huge market. A lot of my buyers are these gentlemen that they're the on-site maintenance men for large apartment complexes.
Mm.
So they have a lot of skills with central heating in there, framing, doing a little bit of electrical here and there. They can do some plumbing. But they want to become homeowners and they're sick and tired of rents. A lot of them actually live in the apartment complexes. They give them a discount on the rents. So they can come out, they saved up money and they got some down payment to put down and they can manage the little repairs that need to be done.
How much would you say these property needs in repairs?
And you know what? You can live in them. Let me show you one. I'll show you some pictures of one that we just did. I'll show you. And bring my screen up.
So, the viewers can have like an idea. How much would you say is the normal repairs needed for an ugly house on a lease purchase?
Eddie, under 10. Under 10.
Would you do a owner financing?
Would I do an owner financing to get out of it?
No, to sell it.
To sell it? Yeah, to get out of it? Nah, Eddie. I don't want to do that. Not in this stage of my career, man. Eddie, for my family members that don't quite understand owner financing, we're giving up the deed.
Yeah.
And I'm not quite ready for that. I like my tax write-offs, Eddie. But I will say, one of my mentors said eventually I'm going to have to owner finance some stuff as we age because we don't want to hold title as we get older.
Yeah.
IRS come in and
tighten you up.
Not only that, when you get older, when you are become incapacitated, which we all will, you have to liquidate your assets. So we have to own notes instead of owning houses.
Brother Chris, I'm not going nowhere. I just told you I'm getting blood transfusion, man. Hey, y'all see all them plasma centers going up? They getting that young blood and put it into them old people. They turn them back from 80 to 20s.
All right. So when we're buying them, our rents are right around here. And for me, it's all cash flow. Sometimes we got to lower the rents for the first year. We'll lower the rent to $600 here because we know they have to take more money, maybe an absorbent amount of money to do the repairs. But I don't care. All I want to make sure is he's in for good and I'm getting monthly cash flow. So this might have to go down to 600. Oh, I gotta meet with my accountant too. So yeah, but the key is no repairs, Eddie. Just like on the pretty houses, I don't want to do repairs, man. I'm done with it. Toilets leaking, clogged, sink clogged up, windows broke. Don't call me.
That's a nightmare, man. I'm telling you, if I'm not doing a lease purchase or Airbnb, so nah.
I got lease purchase, Airbnb, or Section 8. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, Section 8. I got some Section 8 properties that have been pretty good. As long as you're checking on those tenants every doing walkthrough, man. We do a walkthrough like every 2 months. We at that door, baby. Tighten up.
Holy cow.
Man, they'll tear your stuff up. You know that crap, brother Chris. I messed around let it. Thank God the property was free and clear, brother Chris. But I let a friend from high school. Why did I do that? Let her move in. She didn't pay for about 3 months.
Mm. Mm.
I had a victim, man. She didn't even want to move out.
Why I gotta move out? I thought we was friends.
Man, Jesus Christ. So look, don't rent your house out to family or friend. Unless you know they good, really good for it.
So on both these strategies, we've got, don't forget, we got our fence. We've got our lease, which is one instrument. Then we've got our option, whole other instrument class. You better not be mixing them up. I promise you don't want to mix them up. A judge might come in and say you have a mortgage-like instrument. You do not want to be on that table.
Right.
Is that the same?
Always check with your attorney too, guys, because every state is different.
Yeah,
You want to
that's
check
true.
on these strategies.
That's true. That's true. Let's see what questions we got, Eddie, so we can get out of here.
But also make sure you check with an investor-friendly real estate attorney, because all real estate attorneys are not the same. I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
Some real estate attorneys only know how to do traditional closings. Some real estate attorneys won't even do land trust. They don't know about land trust. So go to your local RIA meeting. Normally it's a advertisement from an attorney there, but just ask some players you see walking around that look like they're moving and shaking. Hey, what's a good attorney you use?
That's
Wholesale, or what's called. Man, you'll get hooked up right there on the spot. So do not call these jokers out the yellow pages. Who? And then another thing too, if they don't even understand it, they say it's illegal or you can't do it. So check with a real estate investor friendly attorney.
Yeah, I can't say that enough. You spoke a big, powerful words on that one. And class, on the ugly lease option, the goal is to own it. When you get a hard money loan for 30 to 40,000, you might not be getting too much cash flow, but the goal is to own these free and clear within 5 to 6 years. You have to think about long term with these things if you're getting a loan.
Right.
Jerry, what's up, Eddie? Hey, this is so cool. All right, Eddie. Texas and California, nice. Oh, where we from? No, Eddie's in Georgia. I'm in Virginia, my brother. April Flowers. Making money, Eddie. Lejao, I got your email. Nelson, hey, what up, dog? I took that. Nelson hit me with something, man. He was like, he runs an ad, Eddie, that goes, we buy houses regardless of equity.
Oh, that'll get that phone jumping. We used to run those ads. Man, I forgot about that.
I like that one. It's good to be
That'll get
reminded.
that phone ringing, because a lot of people don't have equity. I'm telling you, when this market crash,
Oh,
boy, gonna be jumping. Man, I made so much money with it. I'm making good money now, but when the market crash, we were still crushing. Hey, when the market crash, guys, it's a fire sale. Properties go from 100% to about 20, 30% on the dollar. You better get that cash book ready, baby.
That's right. True Focus. True Focus wants to know how you get your webinars. I put a link in the thing for the webinar on Friday, True Focus, for Eddie's Ringless Voice Blast class. We're gonna do the Ringless Voice Blast. If you're just joining us Friday at 7 o'clock, you're gonna get a 40% discount if you order it today. It's under $100. I mean, invest in your future. We do most of this stuff for free for you. Ashley, hey, Roz, you just got your first EMD. Congratulations. We'd like to bring you on. I want to hear about that.
Good job, man.
Yes.
Hit us up so we can bring you on the channel, man.
Yeah, please. Faye,
Roz.
hey. Brittany, what's up? Nicole, hello. Salute to Black Kings. Oh my goodness, I love that. Robel, what's up? How much is the class? It's going to be under $100 today only. True Focus. It's going to be $97 today. After today, we'll go up to $150 after today. Eddie, be conscious of ringless voicemail and the laws in your state, Eddie. Eddie's saying that here too. I heard they're changing a lot too. Well, the ringless voice blast is not a phone call though, correct, Eddie?
No, it's your phone doesn't ring, it just leave you a message.
Phone doesn't even ring, Eddie. Eddie Beams wants to say be conscious of that. That's why I love this strategy, because you don't even have to the person doesn't even.
You're not even bothering. They just say, hey, got a message here.
I got him. Mr. Buck Nasty. Come on, Mr. Buck Nasty. Can I use my title company as a power of attorney, or do I need to pay an attorney fee? Eddie?
I use my title company as a power attorney. Do I need an actual attorney and pay an attorney fee for what?
Yeah. If you need a power of attorney, all you need is the documents, brother. You can hit Eddie up or me, and we'll give you a power of attorney.
Yeah,
Everybody's, huh?
I don't understand that question.
Either way, every investor needs to have a power of attorney in their toolbox, Eddie. I mean,
Oh
would you
yeah,
not agree?
heck yeah.
Dude, you need to have that on a file, dude, in your folder when you showing up somewhere. You don't know what. Yeah, you need to have that. And the attorney doesn't have to fill it out. All you need is a notary. And in our cases, we're using mobile notaries to show up at the house with us. Nelson, if I had it, can't wait to okay, can't wait to invest. Yes, Nelson, you grinded, dog. Karina, hey, true focus. Why lease option over owner financing? You want to hit that, Eddie?
Um, well, lease option.
Why
Why
lease
lease
option?
option on the finance?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I do both. I do both, so it just depends. But now I don't really like giving up that title, so we
Mm-mm.
switched over more this year to agreement for deed.
Contract for deed. You're
Yeah,
still not giving them a title, though.
huh?
You're still not giving the title with the contract for deed.
I know. That's what we're trying. We're moving to that strategy this year.
It
You get
works.
a contract for deed, man.
It
Look, you
works.
get the deed when you pay the house off. Boom, it's yours.
I'm going to be
We
interviewing my
need to be able
mentor.
to keep those write-offs and all that stuff, man.
There you go. Right off.
You give her that ownership. Hey, baby, you lose some of that money. The tax incentives.
Yeah.
But
The truth.
it
The
depends on how big that down payment is. Now they got a big He-Man down payment, boy. You might get that title.
Yeah. There you go. It all depends on. I would determine that on a down payment. Hey, that's a good. That's a good idea. That's a good thought. You got 50,000, man. I don't care if I got the title or not. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. The truth, Mac. It says, which is just better in your opinion, Eddie? Voice mail blast or the text blast?
Both. I mean, there's not just one great marketing strategy. You got to
Everything.
try all of them, man. You got to do them all. You want to hit your list at least 3 or 4 times. Because when I first started, I hit a list one time and gone, boom, get a deal, boom. Now run to another list, boom, get a deal, run to another list.
There you
You
go.
waste a lot of money because you got to keep following up, hitting that list till you get yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. So you
Yep.
can talk to everybody on that list. And I guarantee you're going to get more than one deal off the list. If you're talking to 500 to 1,000 people, you're going to
Christian
find
Myers.
more motivated people.
Huh?
I said, you're going to find more motivated people.
Yeah. The circumstances change every month. Christian Myers, can you do a lease option in Texas? I've heard something about that, Eddie. I'm not a master in Texas. You have to do owner financing in Texas?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I believe Christian. Yeah, you got to check your local regs on that. But I have got several inquiries about doing lease options in Texas. You probably have to do a owner financing. Hustlers Honor, what's up? What's up? John, what up, State? John Staten. Nicole, what do you think the percentage of people saying yes to lease option, Eddie? Nicole Beasley, what's up?
It depends. You gotta present to them, all the benefits that they will receive.
There you go.
Because number one, they won't have to worry about that phone ringing in the middle of the night, getting complaints and all
Repairs.
that stuff. Because I'm telling you, once they go through that one time, they're gonna be about burnt out. Some people will get the drift from the beginning, but you gotta, show them the benefits of doing a lease purchase versus renting the property out.
Don't forget,
Especially if their goal is to get rid of it. They really don't want to keep it. They just rent it out because they don't know nothing else to do but to rent it out. They don't have any equity. So you just got to show them the benefits.
yeah, stack the benefits up in their favor before you even ask for it. Hustler's Honor has a property that has a tenant of 2 years, Eddie. The buyer wants to turn the rent into a lease option. That's going to be rough. The renters are asking me advice how to transition. The renters are asking. She has a house under contract. Should she just sell it and let them figure that out? That's gonna be rough. Have you ever seen the tenant go from being a tenant to a tenant buyer, Eddie? That's already in the house. In my opinion, I'm like, it's almost like men dating without getting married. The
I mean,
woman,
if they got some money, usually got to go if we buy it, because most likely they don't have. Well, most of the time they don't have any down payment money. So, I mean, it's not benefiting me by letting you stay in here. You got to
Eddie,
move. So
I
we
go
need
ahead.
some cash flow, baby.
Hustlers, honor, they're gonna need some money, but I don't think Eddie. I've seen this scenario play out several times in my career. It's just like I call it shacking up, with the woman and the male living in the house. Why would I go get a ring? You get the cow without the milk, whatever. Milk without the cow. I don't know how it is, but
One of them.
Why would I go buy a $5,000 ring when I'm already living in the house? I mean, for what? You know.
Right.
Have you seen that? I have never. Unless they. Why would I put up 10 grand when I'm already in the house?
Right.
They would really have to have some money. Would you say, Eddie?
From my experience, they usually don't have any money, so I have to tell the seller, when they contract over, we'll take over.
Yeah, that's gonna be. I would say get rid of them hustlers.
Because and then another thing, especially if they're under a lease, I mean, they got under their lease, so you can't move them out.
TB Williams. Yeah, you can't move them out. That's gonna be a tough one. Well, you know what? You could hustler. I would recommend you to give this some cash just to go. I don't know the whole story though. If you're looking for a tenant buyer, but it sounds like you're just gonna be wholesaling it.
Yeah, give them some cash to go.
Cash
Yeah,
to
you
go.
can do that. You still put it under contract with the seller, but you need to make sure their rental agreement is up.
Yeah.
If they got some cash first, they don't have no cash, then see if they cooperate with you, letting people come and see. Man, that's gonna be a headache, man. I got frustrated even thinking about it, man. Just wait until the people move out, man.
Eddie.
Get money to move, that'll be the best bet. If you don't want no headaches, especially if this is your first deal, don't do it to yourself, please.
It's like saying somebody knocking on your door. You've been living in the house for 2 years. Somebody knocking on your door and saying, you know what, for you to stay here, I need 10 grand. I mean, come on.
You like, mother, what the?
Williams wants to know, there's a lease purchase agreement with the seller, which allows us to sublease. Then you have a separate lease purchase with a buyer. Eddie. That's a sandwich lease option, Williams.
Yeah, that's the sandwich.
Could you do this with your commercial property? Possibly, but the numbers ain't working out there. We could talk about that on the side, Williams. Truth, the Mac. We already did that. Mike Victor, Connecticut is a tenant-friendly state. Chris, you got a wholesale deal for $260, selling it for $400. Good God. Let me get in on that. I need to put some money in on that. Mildred Johnson, what if you're licensed as a realtor or broker? Can you still do that? Eddie? I don't know.
Hey, Chris, that's a nice one, man.
Huh?
I wonder what Chris got to give for that deal.
Yeah, we have to bring him on that one. This dude's a deal-making machine.
Man, that's a nice deal. Hey, keep that for yourself, Chris.
Yeah, I'd move in that.
Shit. That sounds like a nice property, especially up there in St. Louis.
Oh,
That's
no.
a nice house, man.
Mildred Johnson wants to know, what if you're licensed as a realtor or broker, Eddie?
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I'll stay away from that. I'm not even. All right, do you have that, Eddie?
What?
A license to buy and sell real estate for other people?
No, man. I can't do that to myself, man. They put too many rules on you. You got to be in line. You got to be locked and caught like you're in the army. Plus, I mean, not only that, but the percentage, I mean, you make 3%, man, when you can go out and make shit 30, 40, 50% on a deal, 100% damn near on a deal.
Infinite.
And kiss y'all ass for 3%? Never.
I don't like driving people around, Eddie. I'm like that would I'd rather drink prune juice. You know, I mean,
Man, that's a lot of work, man. I don't know, not realtors, because you got to do what you got to do. But hey, I can't, man. I'm not going to show you 50 houses and you don't buy nothing. I'm not going to keep coming over here, open up the door, let you look inside this house, wasting up all my time. Man, heck no. Yeah, take your butt over there. Here go the lockbox code. Take your ass over there. Look at the house. Let me know you got the money or you wanted or not. Peace. And some people be tripping, man, about a lockbox. Like I had a guy, $150,000 house, having a fit because somebody gonna put a lockbox on the door. I said, man, we got $1 million and $500,000 properties with lockbox. What the hell they gonna steal out of here? Some sheetrock? These cheap ass appliances? They all white? Man, come on.
it's a mindset, Eddie. A mindset.
That mentality, man.
Jalal wants to know, what does the typical seller's property situation look like who could benefit from this transaction, Eddie?
How the property look? Usually in good condition, or may need a little TLC, little painted carpet. But we don't do that. We're not doing nothing to the property. We're gonna get it, put it on the contract, and put it for sale.
Good.
Now, if it's bad where it needs some paint or something, then we tell the homeowner they got to get it painted, because we can't put money into houses we don't own. Remember, we're doing a lease purchase. We do not own these properties, so we do not put money in properties we do not own, so we do not lose money.
No way. All right, so we got, don't forget class, our Ringless Voice Blast class is going to be Friday, 7 p.m. this Friday. Make sure you click on the link to register in the description. After today, it will go up to 150. Today it's $97. Karina, yes, I fast every day till 4 o'clock. Don't eat anything until 4. The weight, you'll watch the weight melt off. I don't know your weight situation, but for me, Rosanna, hey Rosanna, Karina,
Rosanna, what's up? It's our people right there. Somebody asked, what's the difference between the lease purchase and subject to? A lease purchase, you don't have no control, you don't have no ownership. You just lease the property. Subject to, they sign over the title of the house and all the rights to the property, and you own the property.
There you go. Okay, we got here. That's what my wife, we're done with the family. Mark, mentoring. If you want more about mentoring, just email Eddie or me and we can tell you about that. We don't have too much time. Oh yeah, Chris, I like that sign. Sell your house for full price. Monroe, that's an excellent sign. I like that one, Eddie.
Yeah. I want to pause slow.
Hey guys, love this lease option queen, Zarnell Battle. We need to get you on here, Zarnell. Email me your email address. I want to hear from the lease option queen. Yes.
Yeah, I know Zarnell. She in North Carolina, make some money.
John, the property still needs quite a bit of work, which I don't care if it does. I don't remember the last one I sold didn't have a kitchen. Do you still sell on lease option or deed of trust?
Zarnell, let me hold something.
When you sell on lease option, you still have some responsibility of the condition of the house. John, we don't care what it looks like. Prayerfully, I haven't had a problem, but I've got an umbrella insurance policy that would cover me if that was the case. But I don't care what the house looks like. Well, to a certain extent, if it's falling down, there's only a few people that are going to be able to qualify. But the typical ugly lease option is ugly flooring. The kitchen's ugly. Windows are old. It needs a little bit of plumbing work, but the bedrooms are fine. Maybe a little bit of electrical. But you don't want to do any of that. You don't want to do any work there. AJ, for ugly houses selling, aren't you by the Tenant Landlord Act? So you have to do repairs? Yes, that is true. I am bound by the Tenant Landlord Act, ALJ, if I was renting. That's a good one right there. Yes, if I had a regular renter in my unit, yes, the Landlord Tenant Act, you can't supersede that. You're absolutely right. The good thing about these ugly lease options is I've got a down payment from them already. That is the option. So when they take me to court for not doing repairs, the option will not come into play. All we have is the lease. and the lease specifies that it's as is. We don't do any repairs, which I can't. You're absolutely right. I cannot do that with a regular tenant. I must do repairs, Al, if I have a regular tenant in there. But all they can do is sue me for the lease, and then when they sue me, they don't have to pay their rent. They get out. I go settle again and get another $3,000 to $5,000. So I haven't had anyone come after me for repairs on an ugly lease option. They just don't do that.
Come on, they happy, man.
Man, they're
Plus
happy.
they gotta do the work too. It's easy.
Al wants to know if it comes to an eviction court that my lease state that I don't do repairs, can't the judge throw the eviction because you didn't make? Yeah, he can. I mean, yes, I have never had anyone try to not pay rent because of repairs on a lease option. But if they were to sue me for repairs, all they have is the lease. Don't forget the option is separate. I got 5,000, 3 to 5,000 on my option, Al. The lease is just rent. And that lease has zero security deposit, my brother. So the most they can sue me for will be 1 month's rent back, maybe. I don't know. Because the judge is always going to ask to the tenant, did you live there? Did you live there? If you live there, you got to pay rent somewhere, right? That's right, Al. We got some good questions. I cannot supersede the landlord-tenant act. I can't. It's a property that I pay cash for or close on it. Yes, John, that's what we're doing. Jordan, what up, dog? Williams, how do you handle wholesalers or cash buyers that want to use a title company if they prefer to, but you want to use one you prefer? Oh boy, that comes up all the time. Eddie, you want to take that one?
I know that they're gonna pay for the closing costs, but most of the time, 98% of the time, you need to close with my attorney because I want to have control. I'm a kind of control freak, so I need to know what's going on, man.
Yes.
Unless I've done some deals with you and I can trust you, then we can use your attorney. But if I haven't done any deals with you, no. Because they'll get the deal over there. Now you can't you call into the title company, they give you the runaround. Oh, we don't know what's going on. You call your title company, they're gonna tell you what's going on. Hey, yeah, the guy ain't got his shit together, man.
Yeah.
Whatever. Or the title haven't came back. Or you try to go to somebody else's attorney, they're not gonna give you so much information.
You don't know what's going on. I had to the buyer might be telling the title company to tell you something that's not even true.
Right. Delay the closing. Man, you really want to keep as much control as possible.
Control the buyer. That is one of the rules that you have to live by. Control the buyer.
Yeah.
Carlos, how do you get a contract for deeds signed effectively? Good gracious. I don't know if we can get into that today.
Shit, man, that's a whole nother topic.
Oh, contract of sale. Yeah, I mean, you got to sit down, dude. You're going to have to either get a contract from me or Eddie and go over it, dog. You got to go over this stuff. You can't. This is not overnight, Carlos.
Oh, yeah, guys. Hey, guys, don't try this at home, guys. Not without any education, man. I'm telling you got to invest in yourself, man.
Yeah.
That first investment, that $5,000 my mom paid for that seminar 14 years ago changed my life, man.
Good for you.
She had the mindset of, some people that, these people gonna take my money. So you gotta listen to the people. You can tell real people.
Yeah.
So
Chris got that house where rich folks are. That's a nice one, Chris. I like that. John Lewis, you the man. Oh, thank you, John. Thank you, brother. Please smash the like button down there for optimization purposes. Al, can I have your lease agreement for ugly houses, tradesmen? Otherwise, do you use Ron LeGrand's work for equity? No. I've been doing lease options before I found out about Ron LeGrand.
Oh, Ron LeGrand. We were here way before Ron LeGrand. We just came back again. Ron LeGrand need to learn from us. Let me tell you something, Ron.
Al, it's weird. I didn't find out about Ron LeGrand until about 2010, 11. I had to create all this stuff with mentors and attorneys, brother, for the first 6 years of my career. So, yeah, I can give you, just email me, dog. I'll give you my, well, I won't give it to you. I do have a small fee because I do all this for free. Email me at chrisbuyshouses@gmail. You got to have a lease option agreement or you ain't, if you don't have it, you're done. How much does the contracts cost? They're different price. Mr. James White, they're different prices. Eddie has his. I've got mine. We can give you either one. Eddie, closing thoughts on lease options and implementing them in today's volatile market where we are getting. Everybody said we're getting ready to have a crash. Everybody's so scared.
Let the fun begin, baby. Hey, that's why you got to be a transaction engineer so you can fly in any weather. No matter what's going on, you got to know how to switch. I mean, you know, this life thing changed. Nothing stays the same. We got the law of rhythm. What's up must come down. What's down must come up. So the
Yes.
law of rhythm, universal laws. Study that. Universal laws. It's more
So,
than a Ten Commandments out here, guys.
so
Open
true.
your mind. Open your mindset. But lease purchase, guys, that's easy money, man. Go make that money. It's plentiful, and you dealing with nice houses or ugly houses, as you can see. So you have more than one strategy with an ugly house and a pretty house. So now you wholesalers, you can at least purchase those ugly houses out that the people want too much money for. They don't fit mayo. Okay, well still lease it out. You can still get paid. Because some of them most of them be free and clear anyway. So you guys learn two very important strategies today. Use them, implement them, and if you don't have a coach, get a coach. You need get some kind of training if you don't know how to do this stuff. Because what you're gonna do, you're gonna keep trying to go on these YouTube videos, piecing stuff together and together. And by the time you do all that, you don't waste so much time. I talked to a guy said he's been trying to learn off YouTube for 2 years. Man, stop being cheap. Buy you a dang on course. Put them Budweiser to the side or whatever extra stuff you're doing. Save that money up and invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Get you some education and get this money out here, man.
Good for you.
It's easy money. So guys, hey, stay focused. Get you some education. Talk to me or Chris if you guys need any coaching or anything. Hey, Mr. Transaction Engineer here, baby. My boy Chris. Real Estate Roundup. We here to help you.
All right, my final thoughts, class. Don't forget to please subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Eddie's channel. We are here pouring. We're here pouring into you. This is what the more we pour, the more the universe opens up for us to give us the ability to give. You know, it's truly amazing. I remember Earl Nightingale said, "A man can't sit down in the stove, put wood in it, and ask for fire. He has to light the fire first, and then the stove will give off heat. You have to light that spark. Put in the work. Don't be scared of the work, class. Don't be scared to get out there, hit the streets. Friday night, 7 o'clock, we're going to have the Ringless Voice Blast Masterclass today only, 97 bucks today only. After today, it will be 150 bucks. Eddie's going to drop some knowledge on it. Once again, I'm here to learn. I thoroughly enjoy talking to Eddie. I feel blessed because I can pick the phone and call him at any time because we're on the same wavelength, class. But if you don't have these different kinds of accesses in your life, go out there, find a mentor, find somebody you can talk to, take them to lunch, take them to get coffee, put in some work, give to them first. Don't call them up. First question everybody asks, I need this, I need that. Do you have this for me, me?
Yeah. How can you serve? One of the greatest masters out here, Jesus, he was always serving. How can you serve somebody?
The
You
master
serve,
teacher.
you get more in return, man. You give more, you get more.
Even when I approached you, Eddie, on the internet, I'm like, look, dude, I'm doing this. I see what you're doing. I'm here. I'm giving you this. I didn't even ask the man for nothing.
And we just kicked it off, man. We was on a good vibration that way. We've been rolling ever since.
Yeah, that was cool, right?
Heck yeah.
All
Thank
right,
you
class.
for reaching out to me, brother Chris.
Yeah, man. It really has turned out well. You're only one lead away from your next house, class. I will see you Friday night. And my mentor, I'm interviewing my mentor, Scott Jelinek, Monday, 1 or 2 o'clock. I'll send you an email. And if you want to make sure you catch all of our live broadcasts, hit the bell next to the subscribe button. Hit the bell so it'll come right to your phone, let you know when we're live, class.
Instantly, guys. That way you won't miss nothing, because you know we got some hot stuff, and brother Chris got some hot stuff. We drop nothing but truth and nothing but knowledge.
Yeah.
So hit that bell and hit that thumbs up and subscribe.
So tomorrow, Eddie, I'll see you on your channel. We'll do cash flow quadrant or IRAs or self-directed IRAs or something like that.
I do the cash flow quadrant.
Okay, cool.
A lot of people, you know, guys, y'all need to get on tomorrow. If you're not on my channel, it's Mr. Transaction Engineer, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
All
Hey,
right.
guys,
See
you
you
don't
soon.
want to say we're going to teach you the difference and the tax strategies and incentives that you're really missing out on. People
That's
think
right.
that you get $100,000 a year, you make 100,000. They take 40% of that, man. You get $60,000
If you're an employee.
if you're an employee.
That's right. Matter of fact, I'll show you my Eddie tomorrow. I will show you my statement from Social Security that shows them that I am barely going to get anything when I get older, you know.
Hey, that's
All
why we
right.
got freedom properties, brother Chris. We ain't relying on that bull crap.
There you go. There you go, dog.
Cash flow, baby. Cash flow kings.
All right. That's a good name.